When it comes to Ronaldinho, I'm the first one to defend the buck-toothed resurrector of Jogo Bonito. And I'm far from being the only one. The world's most famous smile holds that power over football fans, a power that goes beyond borders, past Brazil versus Argentina rivalries, and etc. But when I found out that Saturday that Ronaldinho, at the age of 35, reached a deal with Rio club Fluminense, I couldn't help but to take it with more than just a grain of salt. Call me a buzzkill if you want, but the truth is, if he had gone to one of those teams still looking for consistency, in layman's terms, teams considered a mess, Vasco, Flamengo, even Santos, places Ronaldinho would either slightly improve or not change much at all. The risk would be lower. As opposed to clubs like Palmeiras, Corinthians, even his youth club Grêmio, squads who've already matured and formed a group, giving signs of being labeled championship quality. Squads like second place Fluminense. The risk of a party animal Ronaldinho coming in and disrupting the peace is much higher. Again, I love the guy, but he's living the life and living it well. He's got nothing else to prove. Hopefully I'm wrong. 2 years ago, he had an excellent run in Minas Gerais with Atlético, being vital for the club's first ever Copa Libertadores title. If his head's in the right place, we all know what Ronaldinho can do. And maybe going for a first ever Brazilian league title to his extensively successful resume, the only major title he doesn't yet have, is enough motivation for Ronaldinho to kill it at Fluminense. 400,000 reais, which is $128,000 cash, plus 20% of revenue on the back of any merchandise even linked to his name is what he'll make. And then people ask, why Rio? Well, for one, the same reason why you want to go to Rio. Beaches, women, samba, etc. Secondly, Rio's naturally more laid back, which means less of a frenzied paparazzi-styled media after his every move. And thirdly, Ronaldinho loves the place. He could have gone anywhere and chose coming back to the same place he played and lived back in 2011. But to counterbalance the marvelous city's pros are the cons. Clubs mismanaged to a degree most would consider ridiculous, and with the exception of Fluminense, a low competitive value. The best example being Flamengo of 2009, the only Rio team to win the league in the past 15 years. And if the record's bad at home, you can guess how much they're struggling continentally in the Libertadores. Which brings me to the other major signing this season saw. Paolo Guerrero, the Peruvian striker, Copa America top scorer, a player who requires absolutely no introduction, a winner wherever he goes, 2012 FIFA Club World Cup champion as the MVP with Corinthians, the team that immortalized him as a legend and one he left for Flamengo through the back door. Will he be able to repeat his success at Flamengo, aside at the moment possessing half the qualities he was used to while at Corinthians? A technically and tactically subpar Flamengo in desperate need of an effective midfield, 2 spots above the relegation zone, still looking for consistency, who just last weekend, with Paolo Guerrero present in the stands of the Maracanã, looking on in sheer horror, was handed a 3-0 whooping of a lifetime by none other than Corinthians. Guerrero will be getting paid the same as Ronaldinho across town, minus the royalties. And when it comes to players of this caliber, guys who can single-handedly impact a team for the best when applying themselves, what it all comes down to is them. They depend exclusively on themselves. They are their own worst enemies. The bottom line is both can really aid these 2 historically successful institutions of Brazilian football. Now, I'd really like to know what you guys think on this. Again, I must say that these responses I've been getting from you on my last couple of videos have been interesting. So keep them coming, because I know you have something to say about Guerrero and especially Ronaldinho. So like the video, comment below, and I'll get back to every single one of you. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can automatically be notified when these vlogs are updated. Thank you, until next week.